Madam President, I come to the floor in my position as the Vice Chair of the Appropriations Committee, and to urge the Senate to pass a clean Homeland Security Appropriations bill. Now, yesterday, the Senate rejected a procedural vote to take up the House Homeland Security funding bill. Madam President, this is not about debating the weeds over which bill versus that bill. There's two distinct differences. The House bill has both the funding for fiscal year 2015 in it that would take care of every single agency under the Department of Homeland Security to defend and protect the nation. But at the same time, it is loaded with 5 immigration riders that we call poison pill riders, because the president said if legislation to fund Homeland Security passes with these 5 immigration riders, he will veto the bill. The president wants to fund an appropriations bill. So do I. The House Homeland Security bill, if taken up by the Senate, would simply be a delaying tactic. We would talk, we would debate, we would offer lots of amendments on immigration, and after we did lots of amendments on immigration, it might go to the president would veto it, it would come back, and after all is said and done, more would get said than gets done. We've got to pass the funding for the protecting of the homeland. Yesterday, the entire world was just gripped with poignancy and sorrow about the ghoulish murder of a Jordanian pilot. The threat of terrorism is in the world. Attacks by ISIL upon people, the possibility of a lone wolf in our own country, a cyber attack and retaliation because we dare fight back against ISIL, or we're willing to challenge some of the other international predators directed at us. You know, we've got to protect the United States of America. That's what the Department of Homeland Security does. The Department of Defense protects us over there. The Department of Homeland Security protects us here. After 9/11, one of the worst days in our country's history, the Congress came together shortly and we passed legislation to create the Department of Homeland Security, so we would take every agency that is involved in protecting the homeland, put them under one umbrella so that they could look out for us. Now, we need to look out for them. Every day, we ask men and women who serve in the Coast Guard, in Secret Service, on border control, protecting our borders, in customs, making sure, fraudulent products like counterfeit drugs are not crossing our borders into our country. Now, we need to pass that bill. We need to make sure we do not have a shutdown or a slam down when the funding expires in February 27th. In December, when I chaired the committee, in the closing hours of the past Congress, I worked with my subcommittee chairman, Senator Landrieu, the vice chairman of Homeland Security, Senator Coates, and we put together a crucial funding bill that totaled $46 billion to invest in agencies that protect us. It was $1 billion more, $1 billion, than the continuing resolution. We could have taken that bill up then, but there was a desire because of controversy over the president taking executive action on immigration not to do it. So now here we are in February. Now it's our time to fund a clean Homeland Security bill. Immigration is a serious policy issue. I don't dispute that. It deserves serious debate, but don't add it as a series of riders on a funding bill. Rather, let's take up immigration separately. Now, I remind our colleagues that in the last Congress, This Senate passed a comprehensive immigration bill only to have it die in the House. So we say, let's pass our bill again. Let's have the House take it up, and let's have a real debate on it. But in the meantime, we will have funded the Homeland Security bill. Now, this just isn't Barb Mikulski talking about more government spending. Every past head of Homeland Security, the Department of Homeland Security, has urged the Senate to pass a separate bill. Tom Ridge, the original chief executive of this agency. Michael Chertoff, who also served under President Bush and Janet Napolitano. They're calling for it, and so am I. Madam President, right now, our Coast Guard is out there safeguarding our waterways. We in Maryland, we just love our Coast Guard. And we love them because, number one, they're always there for search and rescue. Number two, they're always there to protect our bay, whether it's against a possible oil spill or drug dealers trying to sneak up the bay. They're there. We also know how brave they were. Look, we all recall how with helicopters, they went in and rescued people during the horrific Hurricane Katrina, and they do it every day. Then there's Secret Service. Secret Service is in the process of reforming itself. They need to protect the president, the vice president, the first families. But you know what? They're also out there being the government G-men, fighting things like credit card fraud. And then there's the cyber warriors, protecting our critical infrastructure, our banking, our power grid. Then there's FEMA, right now responding to disasters, whether it's blizzards or hurricanes. And then there's state and local first responders. One of the programs I am so proud of in the Department of Homeland Security is the Fire Grant Program. The Fire Grant Program is a competitive grant program, not an earmark program, a competitive grant program, where local fire departments, particularly those in our rural communities, can apply for a grant to buy the necessary equipment they need to protect them so they protect us. Madam President, I know you're familiar with this in Nebraska. Turnout gear for a firefighter, the right respiratory equipment to protect their breathing, the telecommunications, the fire retardant repellent material, that can cost as much as $1,000 to $2,000 per firefighter. You can't do this on pancake breakfasts. You can't do it on fish fries and chicken dinners. They need the help of their own government to be able to help them. So, Madam President, I just say, let's pass a clean Homeland Security bill. Let's stop terrorist threats. Let's secure our borders. Let's safeguard our waterways. Let's make sure we're protecting our homeland and be able to move to a clean bill. Madam President, I yield the floor and note the absence of a quorum.